Picture this: a quiet southern town at midnight, where the air is thick with tension and a black man faces down snarling police dogs, their barks echoing like a nightmare. Except this man isn't just a victim, he's a battle-hardened military dog handler with secrets that could turn the tables on his tormentors. If you crave heart-racing stories packed with justice, betrayal, and jaw-dropping twists that hit like a thunderbolt, smash that subscribe button now. USA and UK readers, don't miss out. Join our storytelling posse for weekly tales that grip your soul and keep you coming back for more. Subscribe today and brace for impact. In the sweltering humidity of Willow Creek, Georgia, where the moss-draped oaks whispered secrets of a divided past, Marcus Tate strode through the dimly lit streets, his military-honed senses alert even in the supposed safety of his hometown. At 38, Marcus was a towering figure of quiet strength, his dark skin marked by faint scars from shrapnel in Afghanistan, where he'd served as a K-9 handler for the U.S. Army. There, amid the dust and danger, he'd bonded with dogs like brothers, training them to detect IEDs and protect patrols, saving lives while losing pieces of his soul to the chaos of war. Discharged honorably but haunted by PTSD, Marcus had returned to Willow Creek 2 years prior, buying a modest ranch on the outskirts to start a dog training academy. He kept a low profile, his only constant companion being Rex, a retired German shepherd with a keen eye and a limp from their last mission together. The town, however, hadn't changed much since his childhood. Racial tensions simmered beneath the surface, fueled by a police force known for its heavy-handed tactics against black residents. Marcus had heard the stories: unwarranted stops, planted evidence, and dogs unleashed like weapons. But he never imagined he'd be the next target. It started innocently enough on a muggy Friday night. Marcus had been at the local library, researching breeds for his business, when he decided to walk home under the stars, clearing his head. Headlights pierced the darkness, a patrol car pulling up sharply. Out stepped officers Derek Harlan and Wade Simmons, both white, mid-40s, with reputations as old-school enforcers. Harlan, the burly one with a perpetual scowl, shone his flashlight in Marcus's face. "What's your business out here, boy?" he drawled, the word laced with venom. Marcus, hands visible, replied evenly, "Just heading home, officer. Live down on Elm Road." Simmons smirked, radioing in, "Got a suspicious black male, mid-30s, walking alone." Backup arrived swiftly, a K-9 unit van, from which emerged Officer Lena Voss, a stern woman handling a massive Belgian Malinois named Blitz, its muscles rippling under sleek fur, eyes locked on Marcus with predatory intent. Without provocation, Harlan barked, "He's resisting. Release the dog." Blitz lunged, leash slipping free, jaws snapping toward Marcus's leg. The crowd of onlookers, drawn by the sirens, gasped, but Marcus didn't panic. Years of training flooded back. He pivoted, dropping low, and in a commanding baritone laced with German inflection, shouted, "Aus! Platz," commands meaning, out, and, down. To the officer's astonishment, Blitz halted, skidding on the pavement, then lay flat, whining submissively, tail thumping. Marcus had recognized the breed's military-style training instantly. Blitz responded to standard K-9 commands, overriding Voss's control. Harlan's face twisted in rage. "What the hell? Cuff him." As Simmons advanced with zip ties, Marcus stood firm, Rex now bounding from the shadows where he'd been waiting nearby, growling fiercely at the cops. The standoff escalated, phones recording from the sidelines, but the first twist unfolded. 1. Onlooker was Jamal Reed, a young activist with a live streaming app, broadcasting the scene to thousands online. Hashtags like #Willow Creek Racism exploded, drawing national attention overnight. By morning, Marcus was released from holding. Charges of resisting arrest dropped amid public outcry, but the ordeal was far from over. Digging deeper, Marcus uncovered a web of corruption. Harlan and Simmons were part of a fringe group called the Southern Guardians, a thinly veiled white supremacist network infiltrating local law enforcement, using K-9 units to terrorize minorities under the guise of public safety. Voss, it turned out, was Simmons's sister-in-law, her dog selectively trained to respond aggressively to black suspects. Marcus received anonymous threats: slashed tires on his truck, a dead raccoon on his porch with a note, "Stay in your lane, handler." But Marcus wasn't one to back down. Drawing on his military network, he contacted an old army buddy, now an FBI agent, who tipped him off. The Guardians were smuggling drugs through the department, framing black locals to cover their tracks. The plot thickened when Marcus, patrolling his ranch one night with Rex, heard intruders. Two shadowy figures released a pack of feral dogs onto his property, intending a tragic accident. Rex engaged fiercely, but Marcus whistled a piercing tone, a custom signal from his tours, and the attacker's own dogs turned, confused by conflicting commands. In the scuffle, Marcus subdued one intruder, revealing him as a rookie cop under Harlan's thumb. The captured man spilled. Harlan planned to plant evidence at Marcus's home, staging a raid to discredit him as a drug dealer. Armed with recordings from hidden cameras he'd installed post-incident, Marcus allied with Jamal and a crusading journalist, Elena Ruiz, whose investigation unearthed emails linking the officers to hate crimes dating back years. The climax hit during a stormy town council meeting, protesters clashing outside as Marcus presented his evidence, body cam footage he'd obtained through FOIA requests, showing similar K-9 attacks on unarmed black men. But the ultimate twist revealed itself. Voss, racked with guilt, turned state's witness, confessing that Blitz had been her late husband's dog, a military K-9 like Rex, and she'd recognized Marcus's commands because her husband had served in the same unit. The betrayal ran deep. Harlan had killed her husband in a friendly fire cover-up years ago to silence his whistleblowing on the Guardians. With Voss's testimony, the FBI raided the precinct, arresting Harlan, Simmons, and accomplices. Willow Creek's police force was overhauled, with Marcus appointed as a consultant to retrain their K-9 units ethically. His academy flourished, drawing veterans and civilians alike, turning symbols of fear into guardians of justice. Rex, ever loyal, retired to lazy days on the ranch, while Marcus found peace, his story a beacon against prejudice, proving that sometimes, the underdog bites back hardest.